I love Aboriginal art, and my stepfather lived next door to an Aboriginal artist on the Sunshine Coast, and she did this for me before she passed away, and turns out they ended up being related. That was interesting. This is one of my favourite paintings. I did 2 in a diptych for this one. So that was about environmental chaos, and you can read the concept for that one on my website if you're interested, but I sold the other one that matched it. These are my cutest favourite little artwork. I never did them. I found them in a secondhand store. Little Russian babushka dolls. But they are so cute. I got the 2 for $20 and took the glass out because they're really heavy. So this is my room, and this is where my artwork spreads into. So this, sorry for all the junk, that's Kenny's stuff. He's got a job in the mines now, so he's got his bag ready to go. He flies out tomorrow. And my mother loved horses, so this was a white horse for her. She always used to say when we were little that you could make a wish on a white horse. And the stained glass art to the side was my baby brother's artwork. He was a very good artist. He also did this one up here as well. Very talented. God bless him. So this is one I'm preparing to take to work. I've just got a promotion at work, so I'm very excited. I've got my own office. So I've asked for permission to take some paintings in, and it was approved. I love Gustot Klimp. So this is the kiss. It's unfinished work. I did do a finished version for a commission. This was a drawing I had started of a skull. I was into candy skulls at the time, and my brother was living with us, my younger brother. And it was a few months before he passed away, and I just had it laying around, and he added to it in the ink. So you can see the pathway in the background. So he was a tattoo artist mainly, and that was his anarchy symbol. So that one's quite special to me because it's a combination of both our artistic skills together. Just little things added to it, like part of a card my son got me for Mother's Day, feather for the hope, and because we had lived in New Zealand for our childhood, a little tiki there, tiki for protection. Into my messy art room that I want to show you the process of keeping my website up. Old school. I had my own little portfolio of work. So this dates right back to when I started my, I did a certificate for, diploma, bachelor and honours degree in visual art. So these are some of the older works. That was about environmental issues. As you can see, the date goes back to 2002, I think. I did lithography at uni as well. So that's one of my lithography prints. Again, around family. So it's called One's Missing because that's when my first brother passed away. And so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 siblings. And the one, well, that's half a brother because that's for symbolising the brother that was passing away. Doll. And these were just some of the figurative drawings that I completed at uni. I loved figurative drawing. So we were taught the sight size technique, which is a fabulous way to learn how to draw. My mother was an artist as well, so we had lessons when we were little. So she taught me how to draw when we came to Australia when I was about age 7. I remember her drawing lessons. Another inspired by Gustav Klimt's work. Water serpents. More figurative drawing. My orchids. So these were done when I lived in Cairns. I was doing my diploma up there. I started my diploma in art at Noosa in Queensland. And halfway through we moved to Cairns, so I completed it up there. That was when I really got into symbolism, and I like surrealism as well. So this was about bee stings and the pain that it causes, and sometimes when you're coping with depression, how you can go into a hole. So this was about blood is thicker than water. So the box in red symbolises the blood and chain to the family that you have, and sometimes you love them, but sometimes they drive you up the wall, so a symbol with a ladder. And the yellow balloon is to symbolise hope. This is a play on the saying something about pearls and swine, throwing mud or something. Can't recall exactly, but my mum again loved horses and pearls, even though she said pearls are bad luck. So that was about that. And I turned it into a chip ditch. So this is when my first brother was passing away. These are all oil on canvas. And he had a pretty hard journey, and that inspired my interest in what's around the corner going towards the light, what's on the other side. Wooden dolls, the feather on the floor. So the dolls symbolise myself and my sister. The dark haired one is me and my hands up, and the blonde haired one is my sister with the hands down. This was when I was flying back from seeing my brother. This was a lithographic print again. And when I was at the airport from seeing him in the hospital, I just noticed a lot of crosses were popping out to me. And as I got home, I was advised he had passed away. So to me, I wonder if that was a premonition. Excuse the dog barking across the road. Maybe we'll move these into the kitchen away from the noisy dogs. Figurative drawing again. Another play on Gustav Klimt's work. That one's sold. Some more artwork. That was another commission, Phoenix Rising. It was based on an image he found on the net. He wanted me to do a painting. These were works that formed a part of my thesis. I did my thesis on the afterlife. My mother series. Porn in a Game of Life with the 12 steps. Alcoholism ran in my family, so that was another concept in my artwork. This was a commission. Some more constructive drawing with using different medias. I think there's a little bit of encaustic in there as well, and shellac. Who were living in homes with alcoholism. So they were quite popular. Not as in alcoholism, but as in the series. Little boxes of me. symbolism for my journey. Butterflies, that was a dream I had, which meant success was coming. Some portraits of my boy as he was growing up. More figurative paintings. Another commission, the rose for someone who was passing away. He was there that he fell. And I had an old journal from my grandfather from 1912 and had this beautiful writing in there, so I copied it, incorporated it. And interestingly, years later I had a miscarriage, so I wonder if that might have been a premonition as well. More drawings. Another commission. Another commission. Again with Gustav Klimt inspired. This was a series of handbags that was an exhibit here in Cairns. Oh, sorry, Townsville. Where am I? I've moved that many times. On handbags. So one of the local galleries here is called Percy Tucker. And they're all purses, different types of purses. And I sold a couple of those as well. More symbolism with ears on window panes, saying you can't hear the pain, what goes on behind closed curtains sometimes. And my tropical series, a Ulysses gecko and green tree frog. Again with my arches. So this one's about sometimes we block ourselves in and we have to be brave enough to step outside of our comfort zone. There's a little key there somewhere. And this was the first painting I had ever done in the Arched Hedge series. So this is when my first brother passed away. So that's him, the yellow tree, with a little feather for hope that he was going to be okay on the other side. Arched Hedge series. This is when my second brother passed away. The curtain down the side was to symbolise dysfunctions. These were figurative drawings of a model in the studio, and I won an award for this one at the Main Eyes Art Awards. Some more paintings of historical women. Emily de Châtelet, I think you say. I donated this one for Dance North to raise money for struggling youth, to give them dance lessons. Some of my floral work. Arched Hedge series, tropical series. These are some of the older works I did. More life drawing. My favourite ones. So this was environmental uncertainty on a local level because we were having a lot of floodings at the time I did this painting. And then I did this one, which was to symbolise a global level and universal level because there was a lot of upheaval happening back then. And there were bushfires around the world, floods. So that's the one that sold. When I did my afterlife thesis, portraits of my son. It's a better one of the one that I won the prize for at Mount Isa. Oh, I sold this one. It's in Noosa House at the moment. Our lecturer at the time was trying to teach us to step outside our comfort zone because I'm quite a structured painter. To experiment with a little bit of abstract, and he simply said just put your image that you've drawn up, your preparatory sketch on that photocopier and jiggle it and it comes out all distorted. That was before Photoshop was a rage, so that was the before and after. My mother's chair. Again, the Edvard Munch symbol. So this one was about us 3 siblings. My older sister, myself, and my younger brother were at home with my mum. And my older brothers had started their own families. Seen these ones. And some more life drawing. Now I have my website, so if you're interested in seeing the artwork on my website, it's www.cherieblossomart.com. So this is the painting that fell before behind my pile of paintings. It's an old one, so I've kept it because I can see all the flaws in it, which I guess shows how far I've come, and I can tell that, you know, the eyes are crooked, just little things. You know, I've always said I'm going to fix it up one day because it was a portrait of my son when he was younger. I've just never got around to it. It's one of those things. So I've been busy cutting up all of my insect drawings, and I thought I might as well glue them to this base, because then they can go on show and make use of this canvas. But I could use a glue gun, make it quick and easy. Oh, and I was going to share as well, when I do my painting, I like to use the colour wheel, which we have one here prepared earlier, and I prefer to use a triangle colour pattern or the square. So generally I'll choose the complementary colours or the opposites of each one. That's just a picture of my other niece Madison and one of my nephews Adzi. So I'd love to do a portrait of Maddie one day. I've got a nice photo of her with her partner at her year 12 formal, so I hope to get that one done someday soon. And just pop these up. And maybe that one there, maybe this one here, yeah. So these are some of the legs as well that I use. I just get different ones for those tables I showed you before that I was making. And this is a mandala one, another painting that I did. I have a friend who has a woodworking machine, and he's going to cut it into a wood tabletop for me so I can make another coffee table. I've got some glass bottles here, pretty ones, that I've kept just so I could paint them and make nice Christmas presents. Here's another little job that I have to get around to.